President Trump's warning centered on the common over-the-counter painkiller drug Tylenol, known internationally as paracetamol.
The World Health Organization and EU regulators have clarified that evidence linking the painkiller and vaccines to autism remain inconsistent. Now, they pointed to multiple scientific studies as evidence.
We really hope that all national health agencies working on different health issues will really look into what is science is saying, and science is there to provide evidence that guides those policies everywhere. So vaccines are saving lives. We know that vaccines do not cause autism.
The European Medicines Agency has reviewed a large amount of data from pregnant women who used paracetamol during pregnancy and found no indication of risk of malformations on developing fetus or on newborns. So it's important to say that at this stage there is no evidence that would require changes to the current EU recommendations for use.
We're joined now by Professor Andrew Whitehouse. He's the Deputy Director of the Kids Research Institute in Australia, where he leads autism research. Professor Whitehouse, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. I know you've been asked this question countless times, since President Trump made those comments. So let's clear it up, if we can, once and for all. And it's important because paracetamol is consumed here widely in this part of the world. Is there a definitive link? Is it safe to consume, this drug during pregnancy?
Thanks, Arnold. And at best, this is a misreading of science. At worst, this is a complete misuse of science. What we do know is that there are some studies that have found a small, so quite a weak association between taking paracetamol during pregnancy and an increased chance that the child may go on to develop autism. But at the same time, there have also been studies that have found no effect, and also studies that have found the reverse effect, that taking paracetamol might reduce the chances of the child going on to develop autism. Really importantly, not one of these studies, none of them, have found a causal link that says that taking paracetamol during pregnancy causes the child to go on to develop autism. And that's why I say it's a misuse of science.
Thank you for clearing that up for us, Professor. I mean, President Trump, though, has suggested that pregnant women should basically tough it out. Just how risky is it to leave fever or pain untreated during pregnancy?
Incredibly risky. Look, women don't take paracetamol on a whim. They don't take it just because they want to. They take it because there are clear health reasons to do so. There might be a fever, a headache, a pain. These things going untreated, an untreated maternal fever, for example, we know has health effects on the mother and potentially health effects on the developing baby as well. And that's why paracetamol remains a safe drug to take with the lowest dose possible for the shortest duration and always under the medical guidance of a medical professional. It's really important to say that clearly, that untreated maternal fever during pregnancy can also have health implications for the baby.
And for moms-to-be who are a little bit concerned about what they're hearing, is there a suitable alternative, available to them when they need pain relief apart from paracetamol?
No, there isn't a safer alternative at this stage. Paracetamol is considered the safest pain relief drug during pregnancy. And again, I reiterate that taking it for the lowest possible dose, shortest duration, under medical guidance to treat maternal fever, to treat pain is really important, because having those things untreated can have significant health effects on the woman and the baby.
And Professor, I know that you lead autism research too. So my understanding is that autism is a very complex condition with genetic and environmental factors. But are there painkillers or drugs out there that pregnant women should definitely avoid that have been linked to autism?
Autism, we know, is a very strongly genetic-based condition that in the vast majority of times, the causal pathways biologically have come from the genes. And so in the context, should women be avoiding medications? That is a conversation that they need to be having with their medical professional. But what I can say is very clearly is that the vast majority of cases of autism, genetic factors play the most prominent role.
Professor, President Trump appears to be making the link between Tylenol and autism based on his feelings and beliefs, which many say is actually religion, not science. Now, that obvious issue, aside, what sort of problems may this cause for families, especially for moms who face the choice of toughing it out, as the president calls it, or for decisions that they have made in the past when they were pregnant? Because, as far as I understand it, treating or approaching autism is an all-family effort, right?
You're exactly right. I mean, for starters, I feel it's an incredibly insulting thing to say to mothers. Mums have enough guilt as it is around this, and to bring in nonsense science, or not even science into this is deeply insulting. Look, we're in a moment in time in history where what the person who holds that office in the United States does echo around the world. And so this does have real world effects on people around the world, not just in the families of children with autism who will be looking back over their lives, but also with pregnant women right now. Every minute that we spend spending our time, attention, effort, energy talking about this is a minute that we don't spend talking about the real issues that are facing kids and families. Early intervention, education, employment, housing, aged care. These are the things that keep families up at night, and these are the things that we need to talk to. It's only when we get back to talking about them will we truly advance the life and well-being of autistic kids and their families.
And so, Professor, what advice would you give to expecting mothers navigating conflicting information about medication safety in pregnancy? What is the medically recommended way to managing fever, pain safely?
All reputable medical colleges that I know of have not changed their advice from 2 days ago till today. The advice is that paracetamol is safe when taken in the lowest dose for the shortest duration and always under medical guidance.
And Professor, before we let you go, just want to understand, what's been happening where you are down under. Are you fielding a lot of calls from concerned families, from concerned moms, pregnant moms who are now worried and preoccupied about whether or not they are doing the right thing?
Well, without a doubt, I've been in touch with many families who are angry, who are sad, who are worried. And for me, this is an entirely unnecessary worry. These families have so much to worry about just in their normal lives. And to add this in as almost a thought that overtakes everything is so sad. And it breaks my heart, and it also can make me very angry in that we're not focusing on the things that really, truly affect these kids and families day to day. And we need to talk about the joys that come along with parenting autistic children, as well as the challenges, and what we can do as a community to support these kids and families going forward.
Our Professor, we'll leave it there for now, but thank you very much for coming on the show. Professor Andrew Whitehouse, Deputy Director of Research at Angela Wright Bennett, Professor of Autism Research at the Kids Research Institute, Australia. Thank you.